What is up, everyone? We are back. As you can see, we have not touched this car yet. The motor's still sitting back there. There's just always so much going on. I'm trying to catch up with everything, but it's tough. This thing is still sitting like a shelf. I got a sweater sitting on it, but my goal is to rip all this apart, get it ready, start sanding it down. First, we have a carbon trunk that we found in my storage. Had it in my storage for a while, and if many of you have seen on Instagram or were at LS Fest, then you've seen that we destroyed the quarter panels on the GTO. I used to have this trunk set up on my GTO where it has a vent there, but it wasn't getting enough air in. And the whole louver thing, kind of want to get rid of it. I had to cut that out to get a little bit more air in for LS Fest. And I plan on cutting this section out where the license plate would go. Here with the carbon trunk, I've made this hole that I want to cut out. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to cut that out, cut the back portion, and see how much air we get through there. If that works, cool, it'll look neat. I am going to paint the trunk. It's not going to stay carbon. And I might sand down the spoiler and re-clear it, see how that goes. But as in for the GTO, so all the tabs have broken off. And we have to weld the quick latches. I want quick latches on here just so it looks neater and I can pop them back off. So you can see there is damage back here from blowing the tire up. As cool as it is to watch me blow a set of tires or any of that, it does cost. I do have to pay the price a lot of the times. Quarter panels aren't free, and as you see, it ripped apart the wheel well. I know I should tub it and whatnot, but it's not a burnout car. I need to stop doing that with it and build a purpose-built burnout car. With that being said, we're gonna get this thing ready for paint. My dad's gonna spray the quarter panels, trunk, and back bumper. I do have a spare front bumper and front fender, so I might sand those down and send those with it, just in case if anything happens, I don't have to rush my dad into painting anything. They'll be sitting there, and with that being said, so as many of you guys can see, I'm filthy. And a lot of this stuff isn't real carbon. This guy probably weighs about twice, if not 3 times more than the stock one. This one's super light. This one's just full of crap back here. I won't be running this. I actually gave it to my buddy Irv. Cut all that out because obviously you can see all that's not carbon. A lot of this is just full of fiberglass behind it. I'm guessing they do a lot of that to keep the cost down. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm no professional. We don't need half of that stuff in there anyway. Alrighty, so now we're gonna start cutting the hole, and I'm gonna do all this with the grinder. I don't mean to keep you guys bored with what I got going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut through it. I'll probably time lapse it and let you guys see it. I know this is not the proper PPE to be wearing, but it's better than nothing. Alrighty, so for you guys to get the idea, that is what it's going to be like. I did leave those tabs so that it has something to bolt to up top. I could potentially get rid of them, but at the end of the day, I do want to run a mesh in there so you don't see a lot of this stuff. And the fans can breathe a bit more, so you'll just see that. This will be pretty sick, so smoke will come out of there as well. So I think we're doing a pretty good job. We do have to clean everything up. We do have to pull this off, but my first plan is to clean all of this, take a shower because I have fiberglass everywhere. Alrighty, so we have the trunk cut out and ready to go pretty much. So this is what we got. So what we got so far, that top portion's cut out. we do have the quick latches on there. I'm hoping that they don't come off easy. If we can get those to stay, we have the spoiler off currently, the hole's made. I'm gonna have to weld a tab in there. Again, I am no welder, but this guy and my welds might do the job. Ooh, that is hot. Again, I am no professional welder. I don't even weld, but I'm not gonna rely on somebody to do this for me, so we gotta do it ourselves, right? Alrighty, here are my peanuts. This looks terrible, but I'm sure it'll hold enough for a trunk mount. Alrighty, we have quite a bit of stuff we need to sand down. Now that's the trunk piece that we cut out, back bumper, side skirts, quarter panels, the gas cap, and the driver mirror. Alright, so we got all the parts sanded down. We have the trunk part, quarter panels, everything is sanded. So we're gonna load everything up, drop it off to J&M. So all of the parts are sanded down, ready to go. We're gonna drop them off to J&M Auto Customs in Martinez, California. Everything's gonna get sprayed, enough time for Elite to wrap majority of the parts. The trunk, spoiler, back bumper won't have any wrap on it, so we have to drop those off, get those wrapped, and you guys will see those here soon. So here's all the parts getting dropped off to J&M. Now this is after hours, so we will see them when they're done. So here we are at J&M Auto Customs. It's a day later, everything got sprayed. Here's the carbon spoiler. None of this needs to be perfect as it is going on a drift car. I don't really care as long as it's glossy. This stuff's gonna get wrapped over, so I'm not too crazy about it, but it'll be sick to have it all looking clean again. Alright, so we have everything pretty much assembled. We have the carbon wing, looks so much better. Alrighty, we've made it to Elite Motor. Yo, you ready?
Yeah.
Look at the Hellcat. Back there.
Whoa.
Twin turbo Hellcat. Boom, I'll show you filming, right?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna get? You're gonna be filming me, right? You're gonna follow me. Can you see me in whole?
Yeah.
You can see me? How much of me can you see from right here? No, you don't have to go back.
I can see you a lot.
A lot? Yeah, so you wanna get just this. Boom, perfect. We got Emilio behind the camera there. You got this, dude? You got this?
Yeah.
We're gonna strap the car. Why are you facing up? You gotta follow me down here to see what I'm doing. You gotta follow what I'm doing. You got him in training, boys. You're gonna be the filmer?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have your own YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Good morning. Today we're going to be working on the GTO. We finally got it back from the wrap shop, and we're using an action cam today. We normally film on an Osmo, but today we're going to try the action cam just because the Osmo's been dying a lot faster and I have more batteries for this. So, got the car back from wrap, and it looks 10 times better. The whole back end is done again. Before LS Fest, we had wrapped the Nardo in the quarter panels. When we went to Australia, we destroyed the rear bumper, and the trunk was always destroyed after Wes hit the car, and the trunk was always destroyed. So what we're trying to do is obviously get more air in, more air out. These little sprayers are currently clogged, so I need to find replacements, and if any of you guys have any ideas where I can get them replaced, please let me know. So this is ready to go. We do have fresh side skirts. We will be putting those on as well, and we have to make some tabs for the front bumper to be held up a bit better because it's currently just falling off everywhere we go. So we have some work to do today. Alrighty, so here are the fresh... Did you guys just see that goddamn cat in my garage? Bro, I am so sick of this. You little shit. They destroy my car covers. They scratch my cars. My buddy's F-Body Camaro is just completely scratched. The paint's destroyed. And little by little, they just keep getting more and more destroyed because the neighbor's cats keep destroying my stuff. I'll cover them with the car cover and put them in my yard, and still they find a way to get back there, destroy the car cover, and scratch the cars. It's getting old. I don't know about you guys, but you guys know decent car cover is like $100. Having to do that every couple months because the neighbor's cats are scratching them is a pain. So here we have the fresh side skirts. This one's upside down, obviously. Those have taken a toll. They've been on there since right before I went to Australia. So go ahead and install them. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so now that we have the old side skirt off, we do need to get this LED strip off and install it on the new side skirt, which would be this one. Install it on here. Hopefully with the white it reflects more. LED strips are old. They are some Type S LED strips, but we're going to go ahead and try to preserve them and clean them up before installing them. So now that we got everything off, we do have to clean the old LED strip, which it's going to be kind of a pain getting all this double-sided tape off and then clean this side of it. See how filthy it is. Alright, so we did get most of it off, but some spots like this it cut through, which sucks because it's not going to be watertight anymore. Same with like somewhere, oh, here we go, up here. I think it's kind of dumb that this is like a Formula Drift, they call it Formula Drift style LED kit, because Formula Drift, other types of drifting, you would be blowing off a lot of your body panels. And with having to replace this, there should be an easier way so you don't have to buy a whole new kit. Some people might be like, well, how much is a whole new kit? It's like $300. Spend $300 every time you blow body panels off. Body panels are already expensive, so yeah, it adds up. So we put some glue on there hoping that it'll seal it. No, I think the rest of it's fine. Alrighty, so as you can see, that was a bit of a pain, but it's currently back on. It does stick out a little further back out here, but that can shave down with the tire. I do need to fix inside the wheel tub there. With this one being installed, we're not going to go ahead and bore you guys with the next one. We're going to go ahead and remove this one. As you see, this one's pretty damaged as well. We'll remove it, install it. We'll get back to you guys here shortly. We still have to fix that tab up there for the bumper because the bumper keeps falling off. Figure out if these guys are any good or what's going on with it, but it keeps falling off. They are quick latches and they're not the China Amazon ones, so we have to do that. Pressure wash the engine bay, probably wash the car, change the oil. It's ready for the next event. We went ahead and welded this tab back on. Again, my welds are not the best. I'm no welder. But we need something to hold this bumper up because it's currently falling down and you see it's breaking everything along the side of it. So we are going to change this guy out since it's a little bit bent. Blowing you guys up with content, but the front's somewhat on. These clips aren't the best. They tend to pop off, so we'll see what happens with them. I did weld this guy back on. We are getting somewhere. So just so you guys see what the damage what happens when you blow your tires. It's never good. Never good. Yeah, that's a problem. Alrighty, that will do. That will do for now. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice. I could weld it, but in reality, we need to chop the whole back half of this thing anyway. It's pretty filthy back there, back here. These control arms are nicely red, so you can see. Probably need to take the time and really wash this thing. I probably should stop treating this like a burnout car too, because it's not a burnout car, but it's too fun. We are done. I do want to say Elite did an awesome job on putting all the sponsors on the bottom. We threw Red Zone on there. Guy helps us a lot. Whenever we need a tune, if it's last minute, he's always quick to help us. So it's only right to support the people that support us, right? The back is pretty much brand new. We do have the carbon lip. It came out a bit better than it was. I do think this company should be using better clear, but you can see all the little pits everywhere. Same with the trunk. This is the carbon trunk that we painted. We do still have to put the plate on. I'm not doing that right now, and I'm not washing it right now because it's going to sit in my yard. So for the meantime, that's where it'll stay. Unfortunately, the carbon hood got destroyed. Not exactly sure why, but the Ute did the exact same thing. I do want to say thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully tomorrow, you guys are watching this probably the week after, but tomorrow, hopefully we start on this thing and give you guys some updates on it, because I've been procrastinating. We have everything. We have the paint sitting back there. Transmission, clutch, the interior's done. Honestly, all we're waiting on is the body parts to come back, and I think I'll be full on motivated, because the body parts are all being made for the SEMA car. Now we're hoping we're going to finish this car for SEMA. It's been a bit rough, but I guarantee a lot of my cars do well on social media. The Corvette, it's done over 40 million views on its own in one video. The GTO, it's been around for years. And this new car, it's going to be a drift car, drift taxi. A lot of you guys have seen it. A lot of you guys have seen the rendering. It's going to be crazy. And we're going to travel with it. Whether we send the GTO back to Australia and leave it there with Josh, I don't know, maybe that's the go since I'll have a new car. Maybe we can leave that thing overseas and I'll have 2 cars to drive. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. There's only going to be better things coming to this channel, so make sure you guys stay tuned. See you guys soon.